China, New Zealand, Great Britain, Netherlands, Romania, United States of America go in this gold medal matchup. In lane 1 are China. Zhang Liu, Wang and Xu are hunting another Olympic medal, having finished third and won bronze in Tokyo.
Lane 2 for New Zealand.
The Kiwi 4 didn't qualify in Tokyo, but here Phoebe Spurs, Davina Waddy and sisters Jackie Gowler and Kerry Williams. Bow and stroke C, hunting for a first medal for NC. This is lane 3. Great Britain have looked so strong this year. Massive chance for Glover, Esme Booth, Redgrave and Becky Shorten to win a first ever 4 gold for GB. The Dutch quartet of Oldenburg, Drent, Offereins and Boonstra are world champions, but have been runners-up to the British all year. Lane 4 for the Netherlands. Lane 5 Romania, second to the Dutch at the world champs. Adam, Lahachi, Rusu, Beresh are in the medal mixer here, no question. And the United States, lane 6. The Kelfers, Reelick, Mathieu, Manson, Nifton came through the repechage and could be the jokers in the pack here in this women's 4 Olympic final.
Silver Fern on the Kiwi blades. Beaten by Britain earlier in this regatta. Such a competitor as Kerry Williams in the stroke seat. I just think there's going to be more to come from the Kiwis. Helen Glover up there just adjusting her sunglasses. Double Olympic champion, mum of 3.
Yeah.
The Netherlands.
2-time pairs gold medalist, Helen Glover.
USA. Attention.
Women's 4 gold medal race at the Paris 2024 Olympics. This event was raced in '92, then taken off the programme, only revived in Tokyo, won by Australia. It was the Canadians who won back in Barcelona. So neither of those nations represented in this final. We will have a new gold medalist at the top of the pile in the women's 4. China, New Zealand, Britain, Netherlands, Romania, the United States.
Very brave start by the Dutch, pretty much like their women's quad that got a march on Britain and then tried to hold it through to the finish. Wonder if it'll be the same story. The Dutch ran out of beans in the final few strokes in that race yesterday, let the British through. But Britain quite measured, fluid. There's bow number 4 in the bows. Wallace Oldenburg had that dreadful accident on the mountain bike. Broke a vertebra in her neck and wondered that she'd ever get back to rowing, but here she is in an Olympic final. None of these women have been in the Olympics before. They're all first-timers and they're leading the field out. Britain left a little bit by this stunning early pace from the Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands world champions, European bronze with a different 4 actually, and the Olympic silver medal boat from Tokyo. This event was taken off the programme then after Barcelona, but it's a real popular revival, and we're going to see more terrific racing. 500 mark, Netherlands, Romania just from, Britain, Kiwis not far behind, China and USA. This is very, very tight indeed at the quarter race mark.
It's only half a second off world's best time pace set back in 2014 by a 4 which had Kerry Williams in the stroke seat. The Kiwis yet to figure. Now Britain are moving back. A little look by Helen Glover there. This is where they're strong. The second 500, they're so powerful in the rhythm. That woman who's come into the boat, as our drone shows us, the Dutch, just reaching out forward and driving with the legs. There's the British to their left and the Romanians to their right. New Zealand coming back into it too. Lovely bit of stroking by the Dutch stroke woman, Bunta Benstra. Stopped playing tennis because she found she didn't like the sport. Turned to rowing. The School Amsterdam club, and this is a fantastic second quarter from the British. Look at the way she's stroking that boat. Rebecca Shorten, so smooth, so fluid. Redgrave with just the poise and the power behind her. Esme Booth, that powerhouse in the two-seat. Look at her reach out, Esme Booth. And Glover, smooth as you like. All her scores are up this year. And Britain moving back in contention with the Netherlands, who still hold the lead.
So Great Britain, they won a bronze medal in Belgrade at the World Championships last year. Then it was the Romanian silver, Netherlands with the gold medal. It's Netherlands, Britain 1 and 2 here, mid-race distance, 1 kilometre down, 1 to go. Romania versus New Zealand is the battle for third at present. Both of those crews can sprint. They really can. We're into the last 1,000 now.
Yeah, those two powerhouses in the middle of the Dutch boat, Hermione Drent and Tinka Offerings, part of the Project 2020, inspired by Nico Rinks, the double Dutch gold medalist who's at the course today. And they are really keeping their bows ahead of the British. I have to say, that's a fantastic move by the Netherlands in the last quarter of that second 500 and in this third 500. And Britain have generally been in front of the Dutch crew. It was 5 seconds at Varese, but it was only 2 seconds at the Lucerne World Cup. And the partner of Marlush Oldenburg, Rogier Blink, is our colleague here, commentating for Dutch TV, and I wonder how he's calling this race. Glover looks smooth, but the speed of the Dutch has just taken them away from the British, who look to be coming back at them. But here come the British again.
Netherlands still have the lead here. Britain are poised. There's a bit of an upping in the rating as well of the Kiwis. Romania at 41 strokes a minute. USA trying to lift it as well, but at the moment it's 4 and 3. It is the Netherlands and it is Great Britain who are fighting it out tooth and nail for this gold medal in the women's 4 final here on the Marne River. Just outside Paris, Netherlands and Britain still. Let's have a look at Romania and New Zealand as well in the battle for that last medal spot. Netherlands 1500, 0.15, that's the gap. There's nothing in it. And Romania just as well from the Kiwis for third.
Well, the Dutch were worried that the British might do the same to their 4 as they did to their quad. And there's Rebecca Shorten, cool and impassive. She stopped rowing, but she came back to Imperial College. That's where she took it up again.
Stroke for stroke. Britain right there now at the Dutch bow. Oh, the champs bronze medalists, perhaps inspired by that quad finish. What a surge here. So 300 to go in no time. We'll be seeing the red boys. Britain have come through the Netherlands.
Esme Booth and Rebecca has really just powered through that boat. Helen Glover, she's riding to the front of the race, but the Netherlands aren't done. Romania sprinting through the New Zealanders for that bronze medal. What has Kerry Williams got to offer? Netherlands have put their bows in front again. I can't believe this race.
What a drag race to the finish. Red boys, the meters tick down. It is stroke for stroke. Who's going to have the nudge and the lead at the end? 3 is Britain. 4 is the Netherlands. Wow!
The Netherlands have got it, I think. The British have had their sprint. Can they find anything extra? Helen Glover, the veteran. I think she's done. The Netherlands, it's going to be a famous victory for the women in orange.
It's just like the quads again here in the 4. It's Netherlands, it's Britain, or is it? Yes, it is. It's the Netherlands from Britain. Oh, wow. And the Kiwis take it from the traditionally fast finishing Romanians. It's a reverse of that podium in the women's quad. The 4 has seen the Netherlands turn over the Brits right at the end. That was nip and tuck. It really was. Great finish from the Netherlands. They have made history. This is the first Olympic Games where the Dutch have won more than a single gold medal in rowing. They have another prize here. The Dutch, New Zealand got third.
Davina Waddy, 27-year-olds, first Olympics, first medal in the 3-seat of that New Zealand 4. There's so many stories about this Dutch crew. You heard us talking commentary about the bowwoman Marlush Oldenburg and that awful accident that she had on the mountain bike. Who would have dreamt? Nobody would have dreamt back in October 22 when she broke her upper cervical vertebra that she would be waving her arms around on this Olympic course. Two women, Project 2020, and Nico Rinks, who inspired that project. What must he be thinking now on the course? Here to watch his sons who've been racing today in the Dutch 8 and the Dutch 4, and now these two women that he's inspired to start rowing. Frick Robbers, the coach of the Dutch crew, the young Dutch coach who works with Michelle Darville and, of course, Eco Meerhorst. He must feel so proud that his women, they were so far behind the British in Varese, but they weren't bothered. They were cool and relaxed. I talked to them there. They said we got more to come. It happened in Lucerne. They were that much closer to the British, and then, well, for me, that start was what won it for them. It took so much out of the British just to get level with them, and they will be destroyed, the British. They were here for gold. This was their chance, and although it's going to be silver medals for the likes of Esme Booth and Sam Redgrave, first-time Olympians, they wanted that gold medal, and it's not to be.
Again, impossible to call until those final couple of strokes. They were so close to each other there. Again, the Netherlands and Great Britain, it was 0.18. That was all that split the gold from the silver medalists. 195 back were the Kiwis. Oh yes, Dutch delight. We're going to see a victory ceremony before our last final of the day gets underway. There is confirmation of the Netherlands getting the gold in the women's 4. The Great Britain silver, New Zealand bronze.
How many more